Alright, we just put the first shots through another creation from MK Gun Mods. This is an FMK3 semi-auto. This is an Argentinian gun. It is a submachine gun, chambered for the standard 9mm. Essentially, this is a grease gun meets an Uzi. After World War II, FMAP, whatever, in Argentina obtained a license to produce the grease gun, which they did. They had a license to make the grease gun. Their version was chambered for 9mm. So they had some experience with that. They also had some experience with the Uzi. So in the early 70s, they developed their own domestic submachine gun, which is this critter here, the FMK3. As you can see, it has a lot of attributes of both the Uzi and grease gun. So, start from the barrel here. It has a quick change barrel. Again, I'm not going to pull it out, but this unratchets up here and your barrel comes off. It just pulls straight out. The original barrel is 12 inches. This one, since it's a civilian legal carbine, has a 4-inch extension on it. As you can see, the sling swivel actually rotates 360 degrees and kind of nice, keeps it from binding. Handguard is very reminiscent of an Uzi, but it's on a tube like a grease gun. It also has a collapsing stock like a grease gun. Now this, as far as a collapsing stock, is definitely one of the tightest and nicest I have seen. Let me get here, I'm sorry about that, guys. Just got to get a good leverage on it. See? It actually is very stable. It does not move hardly at all for a collapsing stock, wire stock. It's practically rock steady. It also has a very large release here, finger size. Yeah. The lower trigger pack here, trigger group, try to get my sling out of the way, is Uzi style. As you can see, the magazines fit in the grip. Now the release is in the back, not the side, but it's still very similar to an Uzi. It has an Uzi type grip safety, although it is larger and it's hinged at the top. It has grease gun style side sling bars, just simple bars in the rear here, and then of course this rotating one in the front. Selector is placed very much like any other would be. Now the sights are very HK style. This rear peep is adjustable, and this front is hooded and fixed. So very MP5. Also, where the charging handle is at is very MP5. On the side here, and it has an integral dust cover. Pretty good location for a charging handle. The bolt is interesting though. Instead of having a spring in the back, there's actually a spring around the barrel internally, so when it recoils, it stretches the spring out, and then the spring gets drawn forward. That means the bolt can come back further, the ejection port can be further back, and there's not as much meat in the back here. On a full auto, that's about all there is to it. It's an open bolt that comes out. On the semi-auto, there's a secondary striker in the back here that when you do it, pulls the trigger. So that is the FMK3. It's an interesting submachine gun. Oh, one more HK feature. It has HK style push takedown pins. One here and one up here. So you can tell they just kind of picked the best features of the sub guns of the day, Uzi, grease gun, and the MP5, and made their own gun. This is a heavy gun. It's all stamped steel pretty much, but it is solid. It doesn't have much felt recoil. It has very good sights, a very stable stock, very comfortable forearm. It has a larger grip like an Uzi, but I think it's a little bit slimmer. It uses essentially modified Uzi mags. This is a 40 rounder. As you notice, there's a little tiny notch in the spine. If you were to put that notch in any Uzi mag, it'll fit it. And actually this mag here has a cutout right here where it will actually fit in the standard IMI Uzi. So these 40 round mags will fit in an Uzi or this FMK. They also offer this as a 25 round magazine, which is in one of the videos you'll see us shooting. But it does look pretty neat with a 40 in it, I won't lie. Yeah, I thought we'd just share the first shots with one of the latest creations from excuse me, I keep saying that today, it's been a long day, MK Gun Mods. And these kits are available for well under $300 with a magazine and barrel. Country and Apex and Centerfire have had them, so all very reputable companies. And these really won't be commercially available, these semi-autos. This is kind of a prototype custom build, but I thought it would be an interesting thing to add to the collection, as I do have some Argentinian FALs, and I've had some Argentinian high powers in the past, and they're all very well made, interesting guns. But yeah, I thought we'd just share this today, since you don't see these too often. Well, this is Misha, and thanks for tuning in, and feel free to comment below, and any suggestions or criticisms, you're welcome to voice them. Well, have a good afternoon.